All y'all going to jail. Yeah, I said it. All of you all are going to jail, except for the fast food restaurants, because they don't serve real meat. Let's just be real. But Red Lobster, Cheesecake Factory, Ruby Tuesday, Red Robin, excuse me, Chili's, Olive Garden, and the likes, you're all going to jail. I'm not playing. You all are in on it, on the murders of animals. The pig, the cow, the chicken. Somebody has to speak up for them. Because PETA, P-E-T-A, the ones that's supposedly supposed to, protect animals, this sure as hell is not speaking up on the behalf of animals such as the cow, the chicken, and a pig. So I have to speak up. Animals' lives matter as well. And it makes no sense to me that we as Americans overindulge. Like we eat meat to the point where it's ridiculous. Like it's overkill. You're killing animals and not even eating all of the meat that you are killing. This is the reason why the lion goes out and he kills his prey and eats them right on the spot. He saves nothing. But not human beings. Not human beings. In the average household, you are all storing dead body parts in your freezer. Some have a deep freezer. Dead body parts. I used to be one of them. My mom's, when I was younger, she used to be like, yo, listen, I'm coming home at 5 o'clock. Yo, take the meat, but really it's dead body parts. Or just say, for the sake of the conversation, body parts out, like the chicken leg, the chicken wings, the arm. Well, that's not really an arm, but yeah, it is an arm. The breast, chicken breast, which is the chest of a chicken, and put it in the sink and let it thaw out so we can cook it. And I have a problem with that because we don't feel bad for animals. We act as though fish, the fish that we eat, the pig that we eat, the cow that we eat, the lambs that we eat, the ox that we eat. We've even gotten down and dirty to the point where we eat the ox tail. The tail of an ox or the pig's feet. And we don't see no harm in that. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. All fishermen will go to jail. All of them. For murder. For murdering hundreds, if not thousands of fish. I'm pressing charges. The hunters, they call it game. So you go out and you shoot and kill an animal just to cut his head off and put it on your wall. You don't even eat the animal. Or you take all of his internal organs out and stuff them. This is what we're doing to animals. We're grinding up a cow, packaging it, and calling it ground beef. I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think y'all truly understand it. We grill the cow. We grill the chicken. We bake the chicken. We fry the chicken. We saute the chicken. Think about how much we consume, meat consumption, that we consume on holidays such as Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Labor Day, birthdays, funerals, birthday parties, regular parties, clubs, bars, restaurants, amusement parks. And the list goes on, which makes no sense to me. I don't get it. I really don't. I'm pressing charges. The grocery stores, Tyson's Chicken, Purdue, you were aiding and abetting in the murder. I'm pressing charges. The slaughterhouses need to be shut down, because that is a place where they kill animals. I'm pressing charges for all you truckers, you 18-wheelers that are transporting livestock from one point to the next, from the farm, and the destination is to the slaughterhouse. I'm pressing charges. I'm going to be the DEA, the judge. I'm the law right now. I'm pressing charges. Y'all need to be dealt with in the most horrific way that you deal, the same way you deal with the animals, you need to be dealt with that way. You need to know what it feels like to be in a slaughterhouse, because I've seen documentaries on it. To be in a slaughterhouse and you're a cow and your loved one is right next to you. They pick the cow up, hang him upside down, and slice his throat. Slit his throat right in front of the other cow's face. And you can hear the cow mourn. Because he knows that his loved one is dead and he's next. I don't think y'all understand that. I'm not trying to get you all to be vegetarians, because I've killed that conversation. Y'all are living to eat, not eating to live. But I just want to let you know that you have to think about things in a different way. We're so quick to go to the grocery store. I've seen this on YouTube. And I even experienced, I had crabs before. Pause. I mean, the crabs you eat. I've seen it. They took out a lobster while he was alive. And they put him in scalding, boiling hot water. And you can hear this noise, like, because he's being boiled to death while he's alive. Think about what we put our animals and our fish and lobsters and crabs through. Damn, we could have just sedated them or put them to sleep or something before we do these things. I used to live in Durham, North Carolina, right? My grandmother, she stayed in the middle class black area, right? Called Hope Valley. Now, all of the white people, most of the white people stayed in Hope Valley North. Black middle class stayed in Hope Valley, right? So it was this dude, right? He's from the country. I used to, play with his son, right? I remember one day they were having a cookout or whatever, and this is the first time that I ever seen something like this, right? He had the raccoon hung up like this. You know what I'm saying? He had on a slab the pig laying there, and his guts were out and everything. This guy basically was cleaning out the pig and the raccoon and the rabbit to eat. And it just was crazy to me to see that. And for the average person that's from the South to see that and think that that's normal, that's not normal. That's not normal. You killing animals and most of the time you're not even eating all of the meat. See, if you were a bad guy, if you were a tough guy, if you were keeping it real, what you're supposed to do is hunt for your food. But what do? You go to the grocery store and purchase your food that's packaged up. My children, if they go, I take them, to the meat section. They're like, oh, I'm about to throw it, because all they see is blood and body parts. I don't think y'all understand that. I don't think you all get that. And don't give me that BS about well, Langston, you eat plants, and you're killing plants, and plants have feelings and emotion, and blah 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 blah. First and foremost, I don't eat. Let's use this for an example. I don't eat the apple tree. I eat the fruit that it bears. So I'm not going around chopping down the apple tree and consuming the apple tree. I'm consuming what it bears. So therefore, the apple tree continues to live. Period. I'm not going around eating dead bodies on the 4th of July and saying, that sure is good. Don't you all have some type of sympathy or emotions when it comes to the murders of animals every day? Like, it shouldn't sit well on you if you know about the slaughterhouses. It shouldn't. You shouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing that there are cows, chickens, pigs, lambs, oxes, and all types of animals being cut up alive. You shouldn't want to eat another chicken McNugget knowing that there are several hundreds of little baby chickies, or whatever the hell they call them, that they have to grind them up while they're alive. That should make you sick to your stomach. It's just that plain and simple. But it doesn't. I know y'all will wake up in the morning and eat scrambled embryo, because that's what you're eating. A dead embryo. Scrambled up with cheese. I used to eat it. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy that you all are on YouTube making mukbangs and eating dead bodies. I really truly believe that y'all should be locked up. Whether it's for murder, aiding and abetting to a murder, or tampering with the evidence. Meaning that those dead bodies those body parts were animals and a slaughterhouse killed them, and that's the evidence, and you have tampered with the evidence by eating the evidence. You gotta look at things different. You can't have the same state of mind, because if you do, you won't see things. Your perception will be dwarfed. Just think about this, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Think about this. Imagine your loved one, right? It's you and your loved one. Imagine going to a slaughterhouse and seeing your little son and your little daughter hung up upside down, and a guy coming up and slitting his throat. And then you're next. Could you picture that? Could you picture? That's why they tell you, like, really not to eat meat, because that fear that cow has of being scared, it's in the blood, and you eat that, so you are what you eat. That adrenaline rush that cow has and is scared and has all types of emotions and feelings of seeing his loved one being killed in the most horrific way, it stays in the blood. And you consume the blood when you eat the chicken or the cow or the pig. And don't give me that bullshit that they tell you all the time about if you cook it, the blood and blood. No, don't work that way. Don't work that way. You're consuming flesh, skin. Some of y'all out there eating pork skin. Do you understand that? Could you imagine somebody taking the skin off of your body and frying it and eating it? Yo, animal lives matter too. And somebody has to step up the game, because Peter sure as hell not. Peter's not coming for food corporations such as Purdue Chicken or Tyson's Chicken. They're giving a blind eye to that. They're not saying anything for those that mink coat. I forgot the name of that specific animal. It looks like a little rat. And they gotta kill thousands of them to make one mink coat. They're not coming after them. They're not coming after the fashion industry. They're not. Hell, I ain't gonna even lie. I might rock a leather jacket this winter. Can't beat them, might as well join them. Makes no sense. And we just we're gonna have to, I'm not saying that everybody should, be vegetarians and all the rest of that. I mean, if it leave it up to me, I would. But that's not the world that we live in. And people should have the opportunity to be who and what they want to be and eat what they want to eat. But I just think that we definitely need to tone down a little bit. And I'm going to leave you with this one. This is a headbanger. I'm dropping jewels. All I ask you to do is just pick them up. McDonald's, I've said this before. McDonald's has on their sign served over 13 billion served, or 13 million served, right? Let's think about this thing. McDonald's was created in the mid-60s, late 60s, I think. You got Burger King, you got Domino's Pizza, you got Chick-fil-A, you got Hardee's, you got Jack in the Box. The list goes on fast food restaurants alone. Then you have regular restaurants, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like the 5-star restaurants, 4-star restaurants, etc., right? And then you have people that go to the grocery stores to get their meat. Let me ask you this question. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to answer it. I want you to answer it. And we've been eating meat for hundreds of thousands of years. Shouldn't a pig and a cow and a chicken be extinct by now? Shouldn't they? I'll leave you with that. My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share the video. Later.